doing?
Just emptying the dishwasher. Why?
Goodness sakes, man. What the hell is that?
I'm just cleaning some stuff. Of course, I didn't really put this in the dishwasher. This is the EGR valve and the cooler, which I've cleaned now, and video showing that has come up after this. So I'm going to get this back on the car. I also had to order a new breather pipe, which was about 11 quid from eBay for a genuine BMW one. The other one cracked. And I've got the car booked in to have the Lambda sensor replaced, but that's not until beginning of November. So hopefully, with having cleaned the EGR valve and the new Lambda sensor, should stop the limp mode. If this doesn't solve it, then I will get another EGR valve, but I can just replace that bit and leave the rest of this in situ in the car, so I won't need to take the whole lot off again. I've still got quite a lot of other stuff planned for the car, which will come up in future videos, so subscribe if you want to see those. The wheels are in really bad state and I don't really like the black, so they're going to be refurbished in silver. Steering wheel, I spoke to a guy today who can refurbish it with the proper blue and green stitching for £320. It's quite expensive, but a new steering wheel is nearly £1,000 from Alpina. And someone else from the club, or the Alpina register, is sending me an eye for the BiTurbo badge, because one on this has fallen off, which is quite a common issue. And then be looking at new suspension, shocks and springs, so quite a lot of investigation work on that. They use the M Sport springs with the SE shocks on the Alpinas. And the last things are the boost converter, which I think is what's causing the problems with the boost, but I've still got some investigation to do with the boost issues. So let's get down to sorting the EGR valve. Right, so if you haven't seen the previous video, link in the description, you'll see on that video I did some live data to try and get an idea of where the issue was coming from in terms of the boost. Now, that wasn't like that last time. There's a lot of oil down there, and I think that's coming from the swell flap actuator seal. So I'm pretty sure that this is going to need a new inlet manifold anyway. But the main thing that I really want to check is, there's the turbos, and up the back there somewhere is the pressure converters, which give the vacuum. So you can just about see down there the pipe going on to here. So it's right under there. So I'm probably going to have to take all of this off. I've also ordered a syringe from Amazon, 250ml syringe, just to try and get some vacuum on the pipe, so I can test the actuators as well, just in case there's a vacuum leak. But this is going to be one of the main things I need to look at, because that's fresh oil there. Well, not fresh, but there's definitely oil coming from there that shouldn't be. And that might explain an issue I had a few weeks ago when I was doing some initial testing, and the engine seemed to run on its own up to maximum revs. When I'd given it a blast and I was changing gear, the revs just shot up to 5,200, so that's going to need looking at pretty quickly. So before I start spending money on a new EGR valve, or even deleting it and having to get that mapped out, because I'm not really ready to have a full remap yet, so I don't want to pay twice. So I've taken the airbox off, and the pipe connects into the turbo, and now I want to take the whole cooler off. So there's these bolts here, these ones here, obviously there's some pipes, because the errors I'm getting, having looked on the internet, seem to say there might be a blockage in here, so I just want to give that a go first. And while I've got everything off, it gives me a chance to have a look at the actuators as well, although I think the actual problem is the little units up there. There's one extra bolt going down there onto the bracket for the EGR cooler, and then there was just a little bit of, well, there's a little bit of coolant coming out of these holes, but this was the main one, so I've just plugged that up with some tissue paper wrapped in plastic, and see the twin turbo set up a bit better now. There's the other vacuum hose that I'll need access to, and there's the EGR valve and cooler. So that's the cooler, and there's the valve. So seems to be moving okay there, but I just need to take this off and see what's hiding underneath, and see whether this is blocked up as well. So I need to try and get the EGR valve off, and it's really stuck on. So it's my makeshift workbench, and I can get it to turn, but it really just needs to free up. I've got it free now. And what I did was, when it was twisted, I just managed to get a knife in the gap there, and then as I twisted it back, it just popped it out, and now it comes out. And to be honest, go to the light, it doesn't actually look that bad. That's better. And as you saw from the video, a lot of gunk came out of there. Right, the Amazon man's just been, so I've been able to replace these two. They were leaking with the original clips, couldn't do them up. Put a new breather pipe on. Going to leave all this other stuff off for now, because next week I'm having the Lambda sensor replaced, so I'm going to take that off anyway, and I'm going to be doing some more testing on the turbos and the actuators. So, but for this video, that's it. Hope you enjoyed it. See you in the next one.